This is absolutely insane. My first year in business when I started Final Girl, my marketing agency, I had made close to over $100,000. Mind you, I never had any business before, right? I had to learn everything that first year, how to create an offer, how to sell that offer, how to find leads, etc., etc. And then I completely, about a couple years later, sabotaged myself. So I was on track of going after that million in revenue, right? That I think every first founder is trying to hit first. Don't mind my nose, by the way, it's very cold out here, but I'm on my weekend walk, meditation walk. But so I'm listening to this podcast from Diary of a CEO with Alex Hormozi, and like all of a sudden this light bulb was off. Because the thing is, what I did then after, for like a few years after that, and of course I had kids in between, but I started switching businesses. I started trying out different businesses because I thought whatever I was doing was not working. And the honest truth of the matter is that I started feeling like a complete failure. Because, you know, we had, of course, from all of our client roster, we didn't have all of the clients convert amazingly and kind of achieve the goals that we set out to achieve when we signed them with us. And yes, a big part of it, a portion is that sometimes I was signing up clients that weren't the right clients for us because I was going after that revenue, aka money in the bank. So that was not always right. And so the thing that hit me right now is like, I should have adjusted a focus, zoomed out, like Alex Hormozi was saying on the podcast, instead of thinking that I was the failure because I couldn't get every one of my clients the results that, you know, I promised them. We promised them as an agency, but it got to me and I started feeling like a failure. And I was like, okay, this is maybe not it. Maybe I'm not set out to do this type of business because I'm not that good at it. And what I should have done is just looked at the situation more objectively. Looked at the situation more objectively, not so emotional, and zoomed out and like just looked at the parts and pieces of it that were not working, and then how we could iterate them or how we could pivot to make them work. And probably one of them would be to change the kind of clients, you know, we were taking on and working with. So anyways, I feel like that's why I'm so passionate right now to also teach people and to coach my clients through it, like in the Made for Millions program, because I think over the last 10 years too, I've just learned so much. And I think if you're really trying to go after this big win, right? If you are also a fan of Moses and you're trying to go after the billion, you have to essentially be focused in that type of business that you're doing and not always get distracted by, he uses that phrase or the metaphor of like that woman in the red dress from the Matrix movie, if you know it. You really have to be focused. You cannot be distracted by another woman or another opportunity because there's so many out there, especially when it comes to internet businesses. And so I don't know, that was a great reminder. It was a big light bulb moment of what happened actually in my entrepreneurial journey. So I thought I'd share it with you. And of course, if you want any free resources, just hit that link in my bio. You can check it out and follow along as we're going to go and crush like 2025.